Greetings, world. I am a Richard. My higher self has given me a great idea this morning, which I'm going to work at the possibility of doing a new segment. So for those of you who know me, you see that I might bring, a video per week on social media on tarot reading. Those who follow me on YouTube, that's twice a week because there are bonus videos on my YouTube. But what my higher self showed me as I woke up this morning, say, why don't I bring you other aspects aside from tarot reading? I love the tarot. I can do that all day long. But there are many other things that I have some wisdom about. And the one that I feel I want to touch for today, and then we'll see how this new endeavor works out. Maybe I'll branch out and do, instead of tarot readings by Richard, it'll be like, I don't know, spiritual woo-woo by Richard. We'll see where that goes. But today I want to talk about pendulums. So the beauty about pendulums is that very different than what you would recognize as the Ouija board, right? These boards, I do not touch them. I will never have one in a house. I don't even want to go in someone's house if they have these boards, really, right? I mean, I might be exaggerating a bit, but these boards really are contacting spirits outside of yourself, and they are quite demonic, right? So you play around with fire, you might get burned. Now, the difference is between that and a pendulum is that when you play with a pendulum, you will activate it and you are actually tapping onto your higher self. And your higher self is never going to lie to you. Of course, when you talk to higher self, the universe, you got to also be very clear on the questioning, right? As an example, if you ask the universe or higher self, like, I want to be in love. Well, the universe is going to give you exactly just that, the want to continue to be in love, not actually falling in love or having love, but the desire to. So it's very important to always be mindful, and that comes with trial and error and experience. Now, for pendulums, you've seen them in stores, usually like crystal stores and all that. I'm going to tell you that you don't need to go buy a specific product called pendulum. You'll probably pay more expensive. We all have jewelry in the house. I just use some of my own jewelry. Here's a crystal quartz on a silver chain. I have another one that I use here, which is a beautiful, I don't know what this is, but it's shiny and glittery, so I love it. I use this one as well. And then I got another one here that I use, which is made of some meteorites, which I can't really remember, moldavite. And I wrapped it up in copper wire. So any of them will work. It doesn't have to be something that's bought in a store. So how it would work, what you will do is you'll need to activate your pendulum. And you're going to use the pendulum whenever you want truth to be declared to you on whether it is like, you're having doubt, what should you do? Your gut feeling is telling you something, but your reptilian mind is telling you the other. That's the ego, fight or flight. Usually your gut feeling is the right feeling, but you will learn to use your intuition with said pendulum. Because again, it's your higher self. It's not like an outside source, an outside spirit, which disguises itself usually as demonic, right? And when you get trapped with these games, right, they'll show you where your lost ring is, blip, blap, bloop, but you don't want to entertain that because the connection gets heavier, and it feeds off you, delusion. So I want you to stay away from that and tap into your own gifts. So how you're going to activate, find the jewelry that you love. You want something that's got a heaviness to it, of course, right? You don't want something like a chain with a feather at the bottom. You want a weight. So you will look at your pendulum and just like, see how I hold it? I wrap it around my finger. And now I'm going to say, pendulum, show me your movement for yes. Can you make it stronger? Give me more of a yes. And stronger still. So you see, yes is back and forth. So from now on, whenever I ask pendulum a question, when it goes back and forth, that will be a yes. Okay, pendulum, stop. Give it a few seconds. Now show me your movement for no. So we're going side to side. Give me more, make it rock more, a bigger no. Because I want it more visual for you guys. As you see, I'm not moving my finger. This is just my energy, my frequency, my higher self. Show me now, pendulum, what is your movement for I don't know? And see, it's starting to go in circles here. So that is when your pendulum is searching, is looking. It doesn't understand your question, or it simply doesn't know. Maybe the question is totally irrelevant, and therefore you'll reformat your question and start again. Now see, it's going back and forth. So with this example, pendulum, my higher self, is saying that I am accurate. So this is all you have to do, and you got to practice, right? Is it going to come overnight? Is it going to be super fast moving like it's moving now? It's moving now fast because the more I speak out of the whole of my face, it's saying how truthful I am. Is that correct, my beautiful little pendulum? Yes, it is. Now, thank you, pendulum. You can use anything of the jewelry. It doesn't have to be specific. Again, pendulum, show me your movement for yes. As you see, I'm not moving it. This is energy that's fluent. Okay, thank you. Stop. Give it a few seconds because it was rocking. Now show me your answer for no, your movement for no. Show me no. Can you give me a bit more swag? And show me your movement for you don't know, I don't know. And see, we're going again in circles. So the beauty is with this is that you can start trusting yourself with having your new best friend, your pendulum. Your higher self is your best friend. It's not an outside person, a family member. It should be your higher self. And when you can trust on your higher self knows about lies, okay? We live in a funny simulation where there's so much distraction. Isn't that so, pendulum? And then we're having the yes. So with trial and error and practice and a lot of practicing on your verbiage, right? How you ask your question, you will learn and then start resorting to your pendulum to know what is true in whatever you need to know. Whether it's, is this a good idea that I go there tonight? Should I trust this person? I'm watching Richard on YouTube. Should he be trustworthy? Is he speaking the truth? Right? And that's going to help you develop your guttural instinct to the point where you won't even need a pendulum after time. Well, you know, it depends how much you practice. It's like meditation. The more you do it, the higher you raise your frequency. So there you go, guys. This was a little love course on pendulums. And I think I'm going to love this new segment. You know, I think I'll call it woo-woo, Richard's woo-woo ways or something. I'll find a funny title for it. And I'll try to put one a week. We'll see how it goes. I love you all. Have a blissed, rocking, gorgeous, glorious kind of a day because we all rock and roll. Cheers.